Welcome to the Wildcat Garage. This is Triple J, and we're going to do a little talking shop. There's a question came up earlier today on Hot Car Track. Somebody said, after Minis and Mustangs, what's next? Ferraris and Fiats? Well, there's the Fiats, okay? They're little like Minis. You know, Kiwi Mike loves those things. And actually, to tell you the truth, they're pretty cool looking in real life. Now, the Hot Wheel castings, they're puny. You could maybe race plastic-based Ferraris with those, like F50s or something like that, the lighter Ferraris, and it might be competitive. We might be surprised. So anyway, let's take a look at this haul that I got today. This poster, this came with it. It's pretty cool. 2014. I was racking my brain earlier trying to figure out what year did Hot Wheels put out a Fiat casting. And I remember them when they came out. I was thinking it was 2010. And I thought they were kind of cool, but I'm like, are those real or is that just some kind of concept? Because they were really small. And maybe even smaller than our buddy the Mini. Wow, this is a pretty cool poster. I'm going to have to explore it. The cars never look exactly like the doggone picture on here, though. They always paint them different. It's disappointing. All right, let's get to it here. All right, it was pretty cool. Some friends of ours that we've known for probably 20 years, they were in the Hot Wheel Club with us here in my hometown of Eureka, California. And anyway, Bobbie and Dave are the names. And Dave was like a crazy Hot Wheel collector. He was like one of those bright and early guys. And, you always knew when he got to the store first because he would go through every single car on the peg and he would sort them out by the style of car. And so, all the Ferraris would be in a row, and so forth. And so, anyway, it was like, man, Dave's been here again. It's like I'm always leave. But Dave would always leave, like, he wouldn't take all the cars. He didn't hoard them, really. He just took what he collected. He didn't resell anything. So it was kind of cool. I didn't care if he got there first because I figured it out. He used to hide treasure hunts, like, on the bottom. And then eventually just sort of like, we'd get a text like, there's something for you at Target. You might want to look. And so we'd haul ass down there, my dad and I, and sure enough, on the pegs, they'd be all sorted out, and there on the bottom, there'd be like a treasure hunt. So it was kind of cool. Anyway, I really love those guys. They were really neat people. They're still alive, but they're really in poor health, and Dave had to get rid of his collection. And unfortunately, at the time when he first, let us know about it, we weren't really ready. And the next day, we were ready. Okay, I'm going to put the camera in the case here. Hold on. Trying to figure this out. All right, there we go. Yeah, we weren't ready for it. And so my dad and I talked a little bit. I go, Dad, man, Dave's probably got the ultimate collection. We should definitely, he needs the money. Let's help him out. And so they wanted my dad to make an offer. And my dad hates doing that. So he just said, hey, what do you want? How much you want for this stuff? And well, anyway, they told him, but we fumbled the ball and all Dave's stuff got sold, all his Ferraris. But what we didn't know is he had a ton of NASCARs in 124 scale, and I don't have any of those here because I don't have the room for them right now. But I did have room for the Ferraris. Dad says, yeah, there's this box of Ferraris, and it's pretty cool. It just came with it. They belong to Bobbie. Well, Bobbie's his wife. And the funny part of the story is Bobbie worked for me, about 20 years ago when I had the bar. She was a cocktail waitress, and she was just really beautiful and just fantastic. Yeah, I loved her. She would help me out. If I see a girl that walked into the bar that I wanted to dance with, I'd get Bobbie to come out. Bobbie, go put in a good word for me and give her, find out what kind of cocktail she wants, and then let me plan a couple cocktails on her. Anyway, that was the scam. Being the bar owner and the DJ had its perks, and it was kind of fun. Yeah, so anyway, she hooked me up, man. It was great. So these are her cars. And I did not she said she collected Hot Wheels, but I didn't believe her, you know. People say all kinds of stuff. But it was true. She actually collected Hot Wheels. But not just Hot Wheels, she collected Ferraris. And so this is a Ferrari collection that was all loose. And there's some really good cars in here. So let's not mess around because there's a lot to get to because there was a bunch of cars that showed up. Okay, at the top here, let's get it out. This is the one I'm most excited about. F40. This is from a special series. It's got real riders, and you know, I love it, but it's loose. If this was in the package, you know, I would keep it in the package, but it's not. And so I think I'm gonna customize this and put some proper wheels on here so she rolls. And oh, it's tweaked. Look. It was on a mantle or something. Who knows? Those guys used to like to drink a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dave threw this and it got tweaked out the rear end. You know, I might be able to fix it. I got enough F40s now where I could do something. So when you see this going down the track with fast maneuver wheels, it's going to have the wrong color, you know, rear bonnet. I got a red, but it doesn't match. No, I'm kidding. I'll make it work. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I tried to get one of these on eBay not long ago, and there was a couple of them on there, and I bid for them, and I got smoked. You know, I figured, oh, I could probably score that beautiful car for $25, you know, because they were like maybe $8, maybe $10 in the store, and yeah, one of them went for like 150. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. I mean, those things Ferraris are hotter than Holdens now, in the States anyway. But I guess Ferraris have always been pretty hot. Man, this thing's got some great detail. This is like the Magnum PI. This is the same Ferrari that we got for the Wabarita party, I believe. Well, this is the one we were gonna get. We ended up getting a Mitsubishi 3000, a red one, which it was totally tricked. It was like it had all the extras on it, but this was what we were gonna get. This is the, a lot of you guys are ahead of me, you already know what this is. Crap, it's a 308 GT. But this is sweet, and this has got some weight to it as well. And, oh yeah, I was going to get the scale out here. Anyway, it's like 44 grams, I already checked it out. So, this looks pretty cool. This will probably just stay on the shelf like it is. I'm probably not going to erase that one, but maybe, you know, if necessary, because I've got one here. It's a roller. I've never seen the 308 in blue. I mean, this is really, really pretty cool looking. And my hand's shaking. Doggone it. Sorry, guys. Yep. And there goes the lights. Yeah. It's got a plastic base. Now that other red one, oh yeah, this one has a metal base. Yeah, it's going to go under the knife. I can already tell. All right. And I was excited about this one. Really excited about this one. This is a Hot Ones. This was I don't remember if these are Target exclusives or not. But what's cool about these is they have nickel-plated axles. And I don't think it's ever been worked. I don't think she races. Now, I've told you guys before, F40s aren't all created equal. Because the rear bonnet, the rear hood, whatever you want to call it, engine cover, this sometimes will rub on the rear wheels, and it can create a problem. I mean, they almost always look like they're going to rub, but sometimes they actually do. I've had a couple that have, I mean, recently, but in the past, I don't recall ever opening an F40 where it had a sticky wheel. They've always been great castings. There's another one. This one's fast. I have, I didn't have the last two F40s. I have this one, and I have the next one. I've got a couple of these actually. I've got one in my Track Defender racing kit. I've got a strong box, right? I have my fastest cars. I mean, these were the fastest cars that I had in my old house on my old track before I had Blackfire tires. I was thinking about Blackfire tires then, but I didn't know how to do it. You know, it took a while. I mean, I didn't do it until this beginning of last year on a hot car track. Yeah, I finally got a Sizzler tire to fit on a regular Hot Wheel wheel, and the results were mixed, but the control and the not spinning out was obvious, and that's how the black fire tires were born. But F40s do not need black fire tires. Not every casting needs them. The type of castings that need black fire tires, in my opinion, are like Mini Cooper, little short wheelbase stuff. Mini Coopers, little Fiats. These guys here, this is a 42 Ford, little hot rod. You put one black fire tire on here, and these things go insanely well down the track. And you know, you can race a bunch of cars that you couldn't normally race. Like, for instance, I'm getting off the subject, but this isn't raced anywhere but on a straight line. Put a black fire tire on the edge here, suddenly it's on fat track and it's a demon, and it'll race great with anything its size. So suddenly you get to enjoy the little cars that you really love that you could never race on fat track because it'd spin around. So anyway, that's the reason why I get those black fires on there. Yeah. So you guys know about this guy. He doesn't need black fire tires. I got so lucky with this car down at Mount Western Raceway. I mean, it was unopened. It was fresh out of the package, and Simon picked a couple cars for me. He picked a 69 Mustang, or it might have been a 70 Boss Mustang, yellow and black, first edition, light, plastic bottom, cool car, not fast. And then a 39 Baghetti, which was pretty fast. But when I realized the format was 4 cars, or how many cars it was, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to put those in there. It's like, well, we got to change. And so I brought in the big guns, the Silverado, and this to be this is the anchor man. Anyway, he even outran the cops. Well, I got another one of those. This is cool. It's fast. Yeah. This is a good one. These blue Ferraris are good. All right. So, pretty stoked about that. Oh, F5112M. My least favorite setup on this one. The silver, the dots, metal base. Yep, need wobbly wheels. Needs new wheels. Sorry, Bobbie, new wheels. When we got a red one. Nice. Wheels are decent on this, but it's probably going to get I already did a swap on this one here, so I don't know. Maybe I'll keep him stock. It just depends. The one I put fastener over wheels on actually was a good roller to begin with. I should have just left it stock. This is a nice one. I don't have this casting. I saw this on a 3D bot maker, I think, in his Ferrari tournament, and it sucked. So I don't know. These wheels aren't very good on here. They look great, but they're not good wheels. I'm gonna wheel swap this one too. FTEs. Got to do it. And then this white one up here is that's a nice one. Same thing. These are nice. What's the name of this one? Ferrari 575 GTC. Metal base. Metal. And my hand's shaking. I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. Look at that. What the hell's going on? Okay, this one here, I like this one. I didn't have this one before. Matter of fact, I never saw it. I'm assuming this probably came out of a 5-pack. I don't know. I just have that sneaky feeling, but it's metal as well. It doesn't roll. The wheels aren't very good. It's a beautiful car. This, I'd like to put some good wheels on, or maybe try to work those a bit. All right. Yeah, so we got this, all these Ferraris. This came with it, and these were Bobbie's. You know, I want to do a good job showing these off, because maybe she'll watch this. Yeah, this is a cool one, too. She had I never had this one before. This is the 599 GTB. I'm trying a new setup here. I've got a tripod instead of a microphone stand with a rigged adapter, and it's all awkward. I don't know how to stand. I'm going to kick the table. I can kind of see what I'm doing though. This is a nice looking car. Yeah, these are all plastic base. Most of these, that's okay. You know, They can race against Fiats. They go kick a Fiat's ass. This is a nice looking one here. I like the paint on this. This is what the 599 XX. Yeah. It's got nice wheels on it. Yeah, it's asking to be modded. I don't know. I'll probably, it depends. I'd like to do a Ferrari tournament, but I think what I want to do is do it in categories. I'll have some plastic base ones, like this guy here. All the ones I showed you. The ones that have good wheels, I'll try to, this is the spaghetti one. The 6112 Scaletti. It's the 6112 Scaletti or the G12 Scaletti. I don't know. It's got a plastic base. It doesn't deserve me to struggle trying to pronounce its name. Put a metal base on it, I'll figure it out. Ah, this is a good car here. It's the first edition. Yeah, what's this? I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. That's weird. I wonder why I'm doing that. It's the Ferrari F58 MLK, I think is what it is. No, that's not a bad spin. Metal. You know, you'd think these things would be really fast. I remember when they came out. It was like the only thing left on the peg at one of the Kmarts that we had here. I was like, why? And I started, what is all these red cars? And I realized, oh, those are Ferraris with metal bases. Yeah, I bought a bunch of them because there was nothing else to get. And I go, well, that was the coolest car left. And, you know, after thinking about it, I go, that's really a nice car. What do we got here? We just look at one of these. 612 Scaletti, or the G12 Scaletti. I like it. It's kind of nice. All right. Good job. Good job, Bobbie. You're quite the collector. Yeah, I'm waiting to find some of my cars in here. No, I'm kidding. That we used to hang out. It's from the Flame series, but I don't recognize this being in the cars I sent you, Craig. This is the 456M. 456M. Metal. Pretty nice looking. And we got some Testarossas. I thought this was a Leo at first, but it's not. This is actually a gold medal speed. And the wheels aren't bad. I mean, these have been on the shelf. These aren't racers. I think she took them out of her package. She used to like to go to flea markets and stuff and swap meets, and she'd score, you know, really good cars. She'd come to work sometimes with a bag of cars and shit. I never did check them out because when I had the bar, you know, I collected kind of, but I was busy. I didn't have time. I was focusing on music and cocktail prices and making, you know, creating new drinks and new exciting stuff, and just I had 22 employees, so my hands were freaking full. It was fun though. I liked all the attention. And I really liked the fact that I could DJ any night I wanted to, and up until 2 o'clock pretty much I could play whatever I wanted, and I didn't have to move my equipment at the end of the night. All I did is lock the bar and I'm good to go. When I used to have to tear everything down, and it would take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to tear down and pack it all in the van. And oh, this is a color shifter here. And these Testarossas, there are 6 of these. It turns yellow. It's kind of cool. You can see it starting to turn with the warmth of my hand. This has nickels, but it's got a plastic body. It's pretty neat. I got hot breath. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so it was a pain, you know, and sometimes it would take 2 hours because, you know, there'd be times where, yeah, we were cliche DJs. We would just get hammered because the beer was free and so was the food. Oh, this one's, speaking of hammered, look at the wheels on this. Oh my God, this thing's a road warrior. Or like a road rash. Yeah, this is a wheel swap candidate right here. And it looks like the paint needs to be stripped. Look at that. Oh boy. I finally bought paint stripper, but I haven't done it yet. I mean, it was ages since I've used that stuff. And it wasn't on Hot Wheels. I used it on something else. I can't remember what. The first time was on a neighbor's car. When I was a kid, she had rust on her car. So I was trying to help her by stopping the rust. So I brushed the rust, this stripper, it was OSPO is actually what it was. It wasn't a stripper, but ruined the paint job. Yeah, my dad was real happy with me, but he was very thankful he had homeowner's insurance. All right. This is kind of cool. This is something, I think that I had one of these when I was a kid. This is really cool. This is a Husky. You guys probably had Huskies. You older guys. Let's see. What year? These are pretty good quality. I think, well, was it I thought it was Corgis. It wasn't Corgi. It was Huskies. That was the other line. I kept trying to think about that because they had great quality. And only my rich friends had those. I never had them. Dad wouldn't buy them for me. They were too expensive. You know, he probably figured, why buy one of those when he could buy 5 Hot Wheels? And I'm glad he thought that way. Here's another Hot Wheel. This is a Dino Ferrari. What's the actual number? That's a 246 GTS Ferrari Dino. It's got real riders. It's got some weight. This is definitely a collection piece. I don't think I'd take the wheels off and bother trying to race it. But it's pretty neat though. You know, that'd be some nice diorama. Speaking of diorama, look at this. Remember this, guys? I mean, all us old guys that are 50 plus, you know, had these when we were a kid. I'm sure I destroyed mine. I mean, I was probably fascinated by the spokes. It's got hard rubber tires. I think I had a green Lotus that was like the running mate with this. Matchbox had several of these that were out back in the day. And, yeah, back in the day, and it was a Wednesday. This is a Ferrari what? Yeah. I forgot the name of them. Thank God there's a Hot Wheel right here. Let's see if I can read this micro print. It's a 156. This is actually a neat little casting. I like this. And these go down the track pretty good. And you could put a Blackfire tire on here, no problem. And so just one. And it goes all the way down the track, doesn't spin around backwards, and they're pretty fast. But they're light. I mean, a bigger car, like an F40, would just smoke it, even without tires. Speaking of big, heavy cars, look at this beast. It's the Matchbox F40. It's ridiculous in size. It is. It's ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, WTF, man. That's just ridiculous. But it's metal, and it's heavy. This thing weighs 80 grams. I'm not kidding. Let's see what. Let's compare the weights of the two. The scale over here. You can't see it. Okay, Hot Wheels F40, 55 grams. Keep it around 56. That's respectable. That's a great stock weight car. Now this behemoth. What? 64 grams. Wait a minute. Is that right? 64. And the Hot Wheel is 55. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. 64 grams. That's a road hog, man. Look at this thing. Oh. Oh. You know, I don't know. Hot Wheels made a Porsche casting that was like this. Just way too big compared to all the other cars. And I think they should be banned. But if they're not, I'm going to send this down to Hot Car Track. This thing's going to kill in hot rods. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to race it on this track here, though, for sure. Okay, let's see. That's all from this side. Oh, there's one more. The difference with these was the interior. There was one that had a beige and a black. black and a red, and then beige and a red. Pretty cool. That's the variations on those. Okay, I'm going to flip this thing around. Hold on. All right. So let's see. Let's go to the premium one. That's pretty cool. I like the rims on there. I've never seen this before. Well, probably online I have. What's this? This is the 365 GTB. Yeah. Nice detail. That's a cool car. I like that. Ah! Okay, and then coming up next, I can see right now, here's the first editions of that. These are all metal. And, you know, these can be good on the track. You know, not so much on my track. My track's just, you know, like 3 big drag strips. And then you got the kamikaze corners. And so they tend to flip around backwards. It's probably because there's the way it's designed, weight in the back. But I imagine that with a wheel, these aren't always fast. I'm kind of, well, this one actually might be. That's not bad for a stocky. It's not great though. You know, you can modify these, and I bet it would, you know, put a tire on it. That should be a pretty good car. And then there's the second color of this thing. You know, I thought they should have done a silver one. They might have, but I missed it. I only got the red ones and the yellow ones. Okay. And this guy here, I thought it was an Enzo Ferrari at first. But this is the FXX. The FXX. Plastic base. These are pretty good casting though. These I've raced before on the fat track. And they handle the corners pretty good. They're not, you know, F40s blow them away, but they're pretty fast. Here's a red one. The interior has some pretty good detail in there. I don't know if you can see it. I like these. These are kind of nice. I can't believe my dad says, yeah, there's a box of Ferraris. And when I opened the box, of course, all the best ones were on the top, and so I'm just dying. I'm seeing this F40 with the Real Riders and the other, you know, premiums. You know, well, as you dug deeper, which makes sense, you put your crappy ones in the bottom. I like this in yellow. This is pretty neat. I think I've had these. I think I have these in the collection. Okay, I don't recall ever seeing this. This is a neat little Ferrari. I'm sure. What is this? Oh, another strange name. 430 Scuderia. I don't know. This is a 430. Can't pronounce it. Greg, what's it called? You know all the Ferraris. Greg from Hot Wheel Boys. He knows all the Ferraris. And he loves his spaghettis. Oh, look at this. That's pretty cool. I do not have this. Well, I do now. I'm just wondering if I have a bunch of these in the package. See, my dad did a bunch of collecting. He never stopped. It's an addiction, you know. And you can't stop. Okay, what the hell is this thing? This is the same thing. This is an F12. Oh, this is a Berlinetta. Berlinetta. Little Ferrari here in the back there. It's a nice little car too. Okay, here's an Italia. This is pretty cool. Another one I didn't have. It's got a plastic base. It's a Ferrari F58 Italia. On camera focus. And another one. It's too awkward for me to just do wheel spins every time. The way I've got this set up, I got to change it. I'll knock this thing over. It's got a plastic bottom, but a nice looking car. Bam! I didn't realize I can hold them up so close. It was blurring on me before. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is my favorite one of those. Oh, look at this thing. And these are faster than ever wheels. These are FTEs on here. If not, they spin like them. I mean, this thing really has some nice spin. Come on, steady up, camera. There we go. This autofocus is weird. All right, just for the fun of it. Ooh. Oh, it needs a little oil. Yeah, them too. Yeah, that's not bad. Doesn't weigh much though, but it's cool. That'd be a good. That's a good car to be stock, I guess. What do we got here? Italia. Yeah, I'm still using my same phone. This phone's getting old now. It's got a nice camera. Before I was back in the Hot Wheels, I was taking a lot of sunsets and stuff. And it was great for that. I took a couple shots that are just off the hook. Of course, it's all Mother Nature's working and me just being at the right place at the right time. And the one I really like the most is, you know, because of the worst conditions, there was like huge fires south of us. And the smoke blew in blew to the coast from inland. And it was all smoke, and the sun caught the smoke and just made incredible shapes in the clouds. It was crazy. You could see faces and skulls and deer and all kinds of weird stuff. It was just, yeah, I'll show you guys a picture one of these times. I want to blow it up and use it as a background diorama for the track. This is a good looking car. This is a 348, and this is a day glow like pink. It's pretty cool. I like that one. Here's another Italia. It's not fast. I already checked the wheels. Come on, stupid camera. I had it there and I pulled it back too soon. This has got to be annoying. Why won't it focus? That's just awful. Maybe it just doesn't like the paint. Camouflaged. Oh, Craig's got one of these. This is from the Flame series. I got the camera all screwed up. Okay, let's pause this and try it again. All right, there we go. We got it back. And it is the Maranello. 550 Maranello. It's got nice paint on it. Metal. Okay, got two more of those. Silver one. This is first edition. This was a peg warmer too. I don't understand why. Maybe because the red interior looked kind of funky. And this is another first edition. Oh, this one's got some... It's been played with. Good little car. And this is the 360 Modena. We got two of these. They have, she found a wheel variation. Different wheels, same car. I think, what's this, the F50? Oh, this is a 356. This camera's annoying me. It's like the camera needs reading glasses. Yeah, there, it finally kicked in. You guys see that? I can edit, but this is nitpicky editing. I don't want to sit there and fuss with that. I mean, forgive me, but I'm not spending an hour trying to, edit it out unfocused shots out of focus. So it's just like ridiculous. More of the same. These are cool, metal base. And there's two black ones. I like that. I have one of these. Okay, so that's the main part of that part of the stable. And then there's some more F50s. These are plastic, the convertible version. I think I have this. I have several of these. My own collection. And this red one's pretty cool. I think I got a yellow one, a silver one, possibly a gold one too. I'd have to look. Here's another one. I don't have this one. Still, what do they call it? F50. Yeah, it's an F50. But this one has that doesn't have the top off. And it could be a hardtop version. I don't really know. It's kind of neat. It's really light though. You guys know this one here. What's this? This is the 308. I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, 308. Blue Line raced one of these in Hot Rods, and on paper, this is a bad casting. This thing should just tear up the track. But they're crazy. They don't really handle as well as they should. The black one. Simon's got one at a hot car track I sent him in my very first haul. Almost a year ago now. It's amazing it's been almost a year. And then here's two more. Different wheels. And one's got really bad wheels. This one does. Look. Yeah, they're ready to park. Yeah, I'm going to... Bobbie, I'll fix those. I'll fix the wheels on those. I'll make them race. You get to watch them race on TV. And then, oh, I forgot what these are. Hold on, I got one in the package. Oh, Ferrari 250s. Plastic base. Silver one. Come on. Yeah, this is a bummer. Here's an older one. Got the black walls. These would be cool going down the track if they were just, just that kind of car. That particular model. Maybe something that weighs the same, about the same shape. Here's a Matchbox. This is pretty cool looking. What is it? 455 GT. 456 GT. I can read it better looking through the phone screen. I'm standing like about a foot above the way of the phone position, so I have to kind of hunch down to see. So this is really uncomfortable. I'm not digging this setup right now. I really want to do something else. Whining. Okay, here's something cool. Oh, look at this. They're like little cards. They're like little birthday cards, Valentine's Day cards. Yep, Send that to your girlfriend. Speeding with the Valentine High. And see, it's got the... Oh, these are all Valentines. How cool. My Valentine's sleeping right now. Okay, Ferraris. Okay, oh yeah. Let me pause this. Because this case came with it too, and I just put some cars in there that came from this haul. Hold on. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Oh, this might be one of the original cases. I mean, this, look at the crap. I'm in trouble. I've got trouble. Trouble in paradise. Let me see. Those are the drawings of some of the original Redline cars that I played with when I was a kid. I think I might have had one of these, but I had the Vine. I didn't like it because the cars got all really rattled around too much. There's some more Ferraris in there, and there was some green light Camaros and Mustangs and Corvettes. There was a Dodge Challenger, all with rubber tires. And then there's a bunch of Matchbox F40s, and then some beat up 308s, and then, but there was one in particular that I wanted to. It's a Testarossa. Look, Mike, Kiwi Mike, look, it's pink. If it was fast, nobody would be the wiser. They would think, oh, that pink car is a pushover. Too bad this is a pushover. Look at the ridiculous craftsmanship on the front fender. It's got a metal base. Doesn't say what it is. Look, she put a question mark on the bottom. I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, and it's got a clown interior. It's got a red dash with white seat cushions in the inside. Can you see that? All right. Oh, and here's a fingernail polish special, I think. 308. Oh, it's got great wheels, too. All right. Anyway, you get the idea. So this was a pretty massive haul, and these cars just kind of came with a deal. The primary haul was 1/24 scale NASCARs, and my dad says, well, then there's this next size up, and it's like, you know, way bigger than that. And so I was messing with my dad. I go, yeah, well, if you want to figure out the scale, just imagine stacking them up in a cube to make a full-size car, and that'll tell you the scale. So how many would you stack up? My dad's like thinking for a minute. I go, I'm kidding. It's from end to end. So if you line up 64 Hot Wheels end to end of a certain car, theoretically, it'll be the same length as the real car. 164. Okay? That's the deal there. For the longest time, I did not know that. Okay. I brought this back to life. Oh, the other James Bond van, but he did not make it to Fantastic. But what I did do, I put a bunch of weight in the sucker, fixed the wheels, went up one size, dual black fires in the back, and this was 100 grams stock. Okay, just like the black Chevy with the red flamed front end. That's in Fantastic now. It's down at a Hot Car Track. All right. Well, anyway, this is its mate. This one weighs 120. Whoa, 120 grams. This could be a road warrior. I don't know. These big Chevys, they kind of tip. And this is pretty cool. I do like this thing. Yeah. I had a little problem with it. I think it got torqued a little bit, or when I put it on the axle jig and I was gluing the axles in place, I put a set of pliers on top of it as weight, and I forgot to check it, and so I think there might be a lean. I might have to take it all apart again and redo it. So I'm kind of pissed, to tell you the truth. All right, I could show you the tail draggers, but I probably won't. Oh, look at this though. This came in the haul. This is a Mercury. I want to try to get you to see this grill. This grill, these are individual teeth in there. This is not just a casting. Well, I mean, it's a casting, but my camera's sucking right now. Oh, there, now you can see it. Look at those individual little guys in there. Just like a fork sticking up, you know, teeth of a fork. Yeah. And then it's got one of KC's tricks. You can't really see them, but they have like little crystals for headlights. And then there's a little, I think those are probably plastic, but there's a little clear. Oh, shit, can you see it? Come on, camera. Piece of shit. Anyway, it's his 35th anniversary. I'll try it again. And you can kind of see it now in the little tail lights. Anyway, this is, wow, look at that. It's got skinny rubber tires, and it's heavy. Yeah, it's tempting, but I think this is just going to be diorama, because it's, wow, it's a really neat car. And I look around the windshield or the windscreens. They got they painted the trim. Yeah, this is some pretty cool detail. I know somebody that can do this. Yeah, I used to try to do this with like 124 scale Revell models and AMT models. And I bought this tape that you could put around there. It looked pretty cool, but I wasn't very good with doing it. But I got to the point where I would be patient enough to let the paint dry before I got fingerprints all over it. Okay, we're still on Ferrari subject. This guy, you can see the rust. He's I don't know if you guys ever had one of these apart before, but this thing was totally water damaged. You can still see evidence of that inside. And discoloration right up in there. And that's a little piece for the seat inserts. Testarossas do that too. And, you know, there's a place for weight, but this is a plastic base. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some faster numbers on this thing. It's going to be pretty cool. And that Leo Ferrari that raced, a couple months ago against the Ferrari F5112, the gray one without the tires. Not the one Kiwi Mike, we always pretend that he drives. I pretend. This is the Leo Ferrari that it raced. It wouldn't even go down to the track hardly at all. You know, yeah, she's under the knife. I'm gonna fix this. Put some wheels on. I like this little casting. It's really kind of cool. And I got to do something about this weird tail light thing. I don't really like that too much. If you're gonna fix it. Okay, so we're still on the Ferrari subject. Let's just go real quick. Let me run down what I got going on here. Been doing a little shopping. Some of these I had, but these are Ferrari F51Ms, 512Ms. Slightly different. That one's the silver with the regular wheels. Bobbie had the one with the dots. And these are like almost exactly the same. And, you know, it was hard to get these things for a decent price. Man. Oh, I did some shopping. But look what I found in my hunting. These are not rubber tires. These are nickels. This is a treasure hunt. And I already had one on my wall. And I ordered one, and the order got canceled on eBay, and then all of a sudden it showed up. So I bought another one not knowing. And this is the one I showed you before from Uncle Frank. Woodstock Racing. Yeah, he's going to be participating in a future Road Warriors and Hot Rods tournament down the hot car track. As a matter of fact, here's the Woodstock Road Warrior. Pontiac GTO 67. Flower power. I took a chassis out of a Hot Wheel Classics 67 GTO, and this one had a plastic base, and it had pretty good wheels on it, but I put nickels on there and polished them up off another GTO that had faster never wheels. So it took 3 cars to build it, put some weight in there, and he's going to cruise around 89 grams, maybe 90. I don't know. I'm going to test them before I put any more weight in there. But I've got all metal weight. I didn't use that stinking putty. No putty. I've got probably 30 cars that has putty issues that I have to address. And I'm just so pissed about that whole thing. Okay. Tail dragger. Yeah, I fixed them. They roll. I went, I think these are same size, stock size, like my original tail dragger that I modified. I didn't have to do any chassis bending. The tire gave me enough clearance, as Mark suggested. And it's like some of the other guys say, why do you need to lift it? You can just put a tire on there. I'm like, oh shit. How right you were. Anyway, no weight in that one yet. And then this guy. This I changed the, it's got a different chassis. It's got a chassis off of Fred Meyer. Off of one of these. This is a stock one. And faster than ever wheels. I went one size up. And then I hacked the bloody heck out of it. Because I was going to try to do a... I was going to put the largest size wheels possible in there, and it just didn't work. And it looked totally stupid. The ass end was all jacked up. I'm not showing you guys it because it's embarrassing. I only showed a couple people on the planet, and that's going to stay that way. Unless they circulate the picture. But yeah, this thing's nice. It's got some weight too. It's right around 100 grams. And there's one more. This was the first one I did since I did that teaser. This is the one I made immediately after the teaser. I was almost finished with it. It's got its stock chassis. I put different window screens in there, windscreens. I put red ones in there. I don't know. I'm a dork. It had like gray before, but I just thought I made it pop a little bit more. And I put larger, next size up wheels, and it's got black fires in the back. And it's about 100 grams as well. And I'm looking forward to racing these. I think they're going to be pretty good on the track. Okay. A little bit more Ferrari stuff. I'll just go through my Ferraris. Okay. 250, you know about. There's a F355. Metal. Here's an Enzo. This one's getting open. You can see the water damage to the card. Those aren't faster than ever wheels, but these tend to be pretty fast. Oh, and here's the 512M, not to be confused with the F512M. It's a pretty cool car. I have some of those loose. A couple more F40s. Yeah, one of these is going to go to New Zealand for Craig. Craig's going to get one of these guys. I don't know which one I'm giving him, but it's one of these two, I think. Craig, say hi to your F40. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, those are sweet. Ooh, $1.09 at KB Toys. These aren't really that old then. If KB, this is 10. Well, these are 95 anyway. Wow, look at that. 348. These are light plastic bottom poser Ferraris. Well, there's a tuned Enzo. It's kind of cool. This came out in 2004. I wasn't really big on some of these tuned ones, but this one's okay. This is okay. It's got the little Ferrari emblem there. I kind of like it. Oh, there's the 333 SP. I like the paint on this thing. It's pretty cool. Craig, did you get this color? I think I have two of them. I'm shaking like a leaf again. No. Maranello. Oops. Holy crap. Another F40. Oh, non-gold medal speed. And then here's another gold medal speed with the lace wheels. In other words, nickels. It's got nickels. Oh, I don't have you looking at anything interesting. I'm sorry. Oh. Let's put the camera over like this, so at least you can something better to look at. See the car in front of the mirror? That 41 Willys Pro Mod. Yeah, metal base. And here's one out of that kit in the background. I didn't open it. This I got online. I think I might have told you guys. But metal. I can't wait to tear into one of those. Actually, that one too. I got a couple of those now. I realized they were metal, so I bought some. Okay. All right. This is a what? F50. Plastic bottom. Okay, Bobbie had one of those. We already saw it. Another F50. It's a slight variation. I don't know what the variation is. The color, I think. I think it's a little darker red. Oh, here's an FXX. Red. One in black. What the hell? Why can't I get this thing? Oh. Then there's an Enzo. Oh, that thing needs to be cleaned. Here's a Ferrari 250 LM. This is a neat car. I didn't even know they came in its own individual blister. I've always seen them in 5-packs, and I never did get one. It's got a plastic base. These actually go on the track pretty good. I like those. Oh, let's see. There's more Ferraris. Oh, that's a Porsche. Faster than over wheels. Okay. 575 GTC. We saw one of those loose. Bobbie had that. And look, this one's got a funky... The wings all messed up. That's not good. I'll have to fix that. Here's another one. Slightly different. It's got the Hot Wheels logo on the side. This is all dirty. I think I might have had this on the wall in a spot I couldn't get to clean it. It needs to be cleaned bad. I should have showed you those guys. Oh, look at this one. Spider. Faster than ever wheels. This is really good looking. I like this little casting. It's cool. Especially with the FTEs. The FTEs make it pop. Plastic base. 250 in the packy. Cut. Thanks for stopping into the Wildcat Garage. This is Triple J. I'd like to thank you all once again. I hope you enjoyed the show, and hope you enjoyed the cars. In the meantime, free. Take care of each other. I'll see you on the track, and trips out.